I don't think I gave you guys the solution to my last riddle. Was it? Oh yeah, how long can a grandfather clock run without winding? 7-day grandfather clock? It doesn't run at all if you don't wind it. A couple of fun facts. Let's see here. Fun facts, November 27th, 2012. Thought of the day. Never worry about what you are escaping from. Reserve your anxieties for what you are escaping to. Some guy named Michael said that. A joke of the day. What grows when it eats but dies when it drinks? And if I remember, I'll give you guys the answer to that at the end. Alright, so student practice. Try to get through all of this in the amount of time that I've got. Number one, Emory has $1,800 to invest at 12%. $1,800, 12% compounded monthly. Okay, and so $1,800 is the P, 12% is the R equals 0.12, and the monthly, that would be N equals 12, and how long, that means that we want the T. Okay, and again, the A is equal to a parent, P times 1 plus, R over N, a parent, APR over NNT. Okay, the A equals, we don't know. The P is equal to the 1800. The R is equal to 0.12. The N is equal to 12. And the T is what we, oh, sorry. How long will it be for, oh, 2200. No, we do know that. 2200 is the A. Okay, so we just plug all this in. 2200 equals 1800 multiplied by 1 plus R, which is 0.12 over N, which is 12. 12 times T, N times T. So when you divide both sides by 1800, which is what you need to do first, and what I did is I just typed that into the calculator and let that be A. And then I took, so those cancel, and then I took this guy right here, and this is actually just 1.01. And so the A happens to be about 1.22 equals 1.01 to the 12t. And when you take the ln of both sides, again, I'm going to type in A. ln of both sides, 12t comes to the front, so we get ln of 1.22 equals 12t times ln of 1.01. We're running out of room. Alright, if we divide both sides by 12 times ln of 1.01, then basically we get ln of A, which is the 1.22, divided by 12 times ln of 1.01, and that's our t. When you type that into your calculator, you should get t is about 1.681 years. So hopefully you get that. That's part A though. Part B, it asks, if the compounding is continuous, then how long will it be? Okay, well, there's our first answer. Continuous, let's give ourselves some room over here. Continuous, we have A, P, R, and T. Same values. We're going to get the 22, so we could start with the A. 2200 over 1800 equals e to the 0.12t. Taking the ln of both sides, the e drops out. ln and the e drop out over there, and we just get ln of A all over 0.12, that's our t. And that's about, as you might have guessed, it's going to be a little bit quicker, not by much though, 1.672 years. And so just a quick recap. if the interest rate, so the interest rate is going to be the same in each one. If the interest is compounded monthly, so 12 times per year, it takes a little over 1.681 years for the initial investment to reach 2,200. If the interest is compounded continuously, it takes less time, which makes sense. The more times you compound the interest, or the more often you compound the interest, the less time it's going to take. Alright, so that's that one. That's the one that actually takes the longest. So, let's see here. Number 2, Austin invests an amount of money, 10% compounded quarterly. That's our N equals 4. Okay, so we have A, P, R, N, and T. Alright, we're investing $12,000. 10%, that's 0.10. Quarterly, N equals 4. Find the amount after 4 years. So the T equals 4 this time, and the A is we don't know. So this is a quick one. A equals 12,000. We have to use the apparent. 1 plus R over N. R is 0.10. The N is 4. Raised to the NT, and that would be 4 times 4. Be careful there. Don't write 4.4. And then that's it. Just type all that into your calculator exactly the way you see it. You don't need to put any extra parentheses in there. And you should get, at the end of 4 years, the amount in the account is $17,814.07. Okay, that's a pretty quick one. And don't forget that $sign. Okay. Alright, cranking right along. Next one. See how many I can get in 10 minutes. Number 3, round to the nearest cent. How much money, okay, so how much needs to be invested now to get $2,000 after 4 years at 8%? Okay, and compounded quarterly, and again, quarterly means N equals 4. So we've got the apparent one again. A, P, R, N, and T. A, P, R, N, and T. This just helps me organize my numbers. And I make way less mistakes if I do this. If I try to put all these numbers into one equation, I find I make just simple, silly errors, and I encourage you guys not to do that. Just take the little extra time it takes to do this. How much money needs to be invested? So that's what we don't know. To get $2,000 after 4 years at 8%. This is 0.08, compounded quarterly. Okay, so there are your numbers. Putting them into the equation, 1 plus R over N. So every time I write this equation, it helps me memorize it, which is what you're going to have to do. So 2,000 equals P times 1 plus R, 0.08, over N, and it's 4, raised to the NT. NT is 4 times 4 again. 4 times 4 again? Oh, that's kind of boring. And if you just take your P, or leave it alone right there, and then divide by the rest of this garbage, we're going to get 1 plus 0.08. You can simplify this any way you'd like to. 16 right there. And that number is going to be $1,456.89. I'll leave the calculator. I showed you guys how to do this on your calculator in the teaching videos, so I'll let you guys do that on your own. Hopefully you're not having trouble there, but as long as you get the right equation here, you should be able to go from here to here. Okay? 9 minutes. I'll do the last 2 in the next video. Okay? I'll be back with some more a random fact of the day. So, oh, I had a joke. What did I have a joke? Yeah. What grows when it eats but dies when it drinks? And the answer is fire.